Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those incidents may or may not affect our daily lives. Listen. Judge signals Jay-Z's defamation case against Tony Buzzbee will proceed to trial. This is according to Rolling Stone, which was written by Nancy Dillon. A Los Angeles judge basically said that the defamation case against high-profile attorney Tony Buzzbee will overcome a legal challenge and be allowed to proceed to trial. In a tentative ruling and courtroom comments during a lengthy hearing, Judge Mark Epstein said he believed the questions of whether Buzzbee acted recklessly and with actual malice when he named Jay-Z as a defendant in a art lawsuit last December had enough merit to move forward. The same judge also said that he was leaning towards dismissing the extortion portion claim of Jay-Z's extortion claim against Buzzbee. Okay. In his tentative ruling, Judge Epstein found that Carter had a basis to sue Buzzbee for defamation after Buzzbee referred to the Jane Doe as a SA survivor, in a social media post on November 8th, 2024, and then liked a post on X, which is formerly Twitter, so we'll call it Twitter X. One day later, that speculated that Jay-Z was John Doe. And here's a quote from the judge. When someone says Doe is Carter and Buzzbee likes it, it's not unreasonable to infer that Buzzbee has just affirmed that he's right and Doe is Carter. Judge Epstein told Buzzbee's lawyers in a courtroom in Santa Monica, California. He said that the post taken together created a triable issue of fact and that Carter's celebrity status, as well as public interest in the case, meant Carter had to prove actual malice. The judge said a lawyer's failure to conduct a thorough investigation of a prospective client in and of itself does not wouldn't be enough on its own. So basically, because Tony Buzzbee didn't vet his client like he should have, that's not malice within itself. However, but if a lawyer said that she has been properly investigated, and then the lawsuit was filed with inferior investigation, you realize at the end, the lawyers that referred her to me, they're the ones who were supposed to do the investigation. No, sir. No, sir. So the judge is saying that created a different standard. So basically, the judge says, Tony Buzzbee, you're going to trial. You're going to trial. Jay-Z has a case for you for defamation, and you're going to trial. He's leaning toward throwing out the extortion portion of the case. But as far as the malice part of it, the defamation and the malice part of it, that's a triable offense. Because again, shout out to social media sleuths, because we were out here like, wait a minute, hold up. We looked back at the information and we were able to see that, number one, the people who she said she talked to weren't at the VMAs and weren't at no party that night. And matter of factly, they weren't even in town. They were on tour somewhere. I want to say Smashing Pumpkins, but I don't think that was the group who she said she talked to. Excuse me, y'all. Then she said that she was driven to a house 20 minutes away. What house, boo? There is no house 20 minutes away from the venue to where you go down the street for 20 minutes, turn right, and then you turn into a driveway. There is no place. And then we find out that all this took place. You're from Rochester, New York. Jane Doe was from Rochester, New York. And New York City is 5.5 hours away. And she said her father came and picked her up. He said, I would have remembered a 5.5 hour drive. That's a long drive. That's gas. I mean, granted, gas was probably $1.75 or maybe $2 at the most. But you still would have had to have driving that's a 10-hour drive, 11-hour drive. So I think Tony Buzzbee, in his haste to get something put forth, because, you know, Diddy is the hot topic right now. Diddy was the hot topic and continues to be the hot topic. He didn't do his due diligence. He just took it on face value. It sounded good until you got the facts, because he probably didn't investigate the fact that she was from Rochester, New York, because then you would have been able to ask questions. So that also puts in question these other lawsuits that you have put forth. Now, Diddy has had several lawsuits since September of 2024 that have come up. Some of them have been with Tony Buzzbee and some of them have not. However, Tony Buzzbee's lawsuits, everyone is now questioning and giving pretty much the side eye, simply because if this case fell apart, how are the other cases falling apart? Because you remember the Hamptons case, where the security personnel or the driver, whoever this man was, said that he was assaulted in the car. And then he said it happened 1 year. And we find that Diddy wasn't even there or had a party in the Hamptons that year. He was in Miami. So we found that's just a simple thing. So when did it happen? Did it happen the year they said, or did it happen the next year? I know our memory can be skewed, and there can be clerical errors and typos, but still, all I's should be dotted, all T's should be crossed before you turn something in and file things with the court. All right, people, we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Y'all, this is Pam from her couch, honey. But what do y'all think about Jay-Z? Pretty much, as soon as the judge writes his ruling, pretty much looks like he is going to be able to sue Tony Buzzbee for defamation. Y'all put it down in the comments below. All right, people, please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell a coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos, child. And as always, people, bye-bye.